This place looks quite shabby. Perhaps there's a nobody in here I can steal for parts.
Hey, you there. There's no public bathroom. Buy something or get out of here.
Oh, what are you selling?
This is a record shop. What else could we possibly be selling, you dolt?
Well, I suppose I'll browse through some of your stock. What have you got?
The best of the best.
Well, that's descriptive. What would you recommend, mister? What did you say your name was again?
My name is Dick. I'm just your average Joe, working at a dingy little record shop that's barely afloat. I'm quite fond of music, so ask me and I'll help you with your selections.
Didn't need your life story. My name is Victor. I am a scientist, you can say. I only listen to the classics. Anything else is unworthy of my listening.
I completely understand. The Who trumps today's pop any day.
The Who?
Yeah, The Who.
I don't know who you're talking about.
How do you not know The Who? They're legends. Oh, bloody. For the love of the Queen, I have to teach you about decent music.
Look, I really haven't the time for a lesson on music. Just get me a record by those Who people.
No, I insist. Music pop culture is my job. It's my duty to educate the world about the wonders of music. Well, more or less.
I don't need to learn about your popular culture. Just be on with it.
Huh, pop culture wouldn't be the term I use. What's mainstream isn't always what's good.
What? I thought that's how it worked nowadays. Though, where I'm from, high culture is far better than pop culture.
High culture? That sounds rather stuffy. What, do you put on your suit and monocle when you have a listen?
You're so funny. But actually, I quite enjoy putting a record on and listening to the soothing sounds of Bach. Baroque is my favorite era. It's just so exquisite, don't you think so?
Why would I waste my time listening to that stuff? How boring.
I don't understand how this pop culture works. It's a disgrace to proper music.
Pop culture is just what is popular amongst the majority of people. That doesn't mean that it's any good.
That's all it is? Then why aren't the classics in pop culture? They must be popular.
Classical music is so uptight. What are you, an aristocrat or something?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
What you're into is high culture, not pop culture. It's what you put on when you have an afternoon cup with your grandmother.
You should be a comedian. I don't have tea with my grandmother. My family's all dead. However, so I find that offensive.
Oh, that's rough.
Yes, I once had a large family with a handful of brothers, my dear mother and father, and my lovely fiancée, but that's all in the past.
You're scaring me a bit, you know.
It was a horrible accident. My youngest brother was the first to go. Well, my mother died from an illness far before the string of murders, but William was the first to fall victim to the accident. In the end, my father was the last to die. He died of grief. Poor old man.
Look, that's awful and sad and all, but I don't really need to know your life story.
You're right. I got a bit carried away.
Well, back to the subject of music.
Oh, yes. Do tell.
You're culturally illiterate. I can't teach you everything today, but I can tell you how to become culturally literate.
What does that mean?
To be culturally literate is to be aware of the current pop culture as well as other cultures. You can become literate by familiarizing yourself with today's culture, be it by criticism or by enjoyment.
I think I understand what you mean. However, I don't understand what the point in cultural literacy is.
Pop culture has a lot of influence on society and people in general. It doesn't necessarily have to be positive either. It can be very well negative.
How could the media possibly have that much power?
Today's world is driven by the media. The media reflects what's happening in the world, since everything that's put on has to be born from pre-existing ideas. Not to mention the use of media for propaganda. Like, if you want kids to think a certain way, you just have to make those ideas popular in the media. It's the easiest way of brainwash, if you ask me.
I never thought of it that way, but when you put it like that, it makes sense. But what if you don't pay attention to media? Then it wouldn't affect you.
Oh, but it would. Just the fact that you're not taking part in media already means that it affects you. It makes you shun the media, not to mention the people around you. Say a new video game comes out. You don't care for it and don't give it a second glance. However, your girlfriend becomes obsessed with it. Because it affects her, it affects you. Don't you see what I mean?
Right. That all makes sense. I see now. But if pop culture is based on what already exists in society, then can't we shape it in a way?
Well, Yes, but not very much individually. It has to be a larger movement. Individually, your role in pop culture is very small. One individual doesn't sway the equation very much.
That's a tough situation. There's almost no power there. It sounds dangerous.
Yes, it is. But anyway, you should check out The Who. They were pioneers in swaying pop culture. They're a riot, to be short.
Thank you for enlightening me, Dick. I will purchase that record from The Who. Then, I'm sure it will be of worth. In fact, I'll buy everything you've got of them. But I'm weak. You'll have to help me carry it out to my car.
Wait, did you say that you'll take all of it?
Yes, but I'll need help carrying it out.
Yes, of course. I'll bring it up right away.
Thank you. Come on, I parked just out front.
Sure.
Alright, you can just put it here in the trunk.
Okay.
Yes, there is fine.
Ah. Hey, what's the big idea? Let me out.
No, I think I'm fine. Please don't make too much of a racket. We've got quite a ways to go.
What the bloody hell are you taking me? And to think I had a good conversation about culture going on here.
Oh, shut up already. Don't make me knock you out.
Oh, this is horrid. I get awful car sick, you know.
You're quite annoying. I should have targeted the record shop across town.
I take that as an insult. I'm offended.
Good. You should be. Now, are you going to hush up or am I going to have to revert to violence?
I won't submit. I'll make a ruckus if I so wish. You can't stop me.
Oh, about time.
Where am I? What's going on? Oh, I can hear someone. Best be quiet.
Oh, good. You're awake. We can begin soon.
Begin what? What are you going to do to me?
Why? I'm going to turn you into my own creation.
I don't understand why you're doing this.
It's simple human nature. We want to be perfect, but we can't be. So simply, I'm going to make the perfect human being.
Human nature? There's nothing normal about looking like machines.
Look at this simpleton, thinking he knows about nature. I've learned the secret of life, and now all nature's at my disposal. What a terrific thought. I can conquer nature, and I already have. That night when my monster was born, I wished only to change nature, to bend it to my will, so that I might create perfection. But the results of that experiment were not as desired. Nature was more resilient than I had thought, but now I shall crush it.
Why are you talking to yourself?
Silence! My fault was small, the ugliness of my monster. It's what made him so foul a beast in nature.
Pardon the interruption, but aren't you a little full of it? Not to mention shallow. People go way deeper than their appearances. Just because something is ugly on the outside doesn't mean that it's ugly on the inside.
You truly misunderstand nature. It is not a soft or kind thing, but harsh and wicked.
Dude, you really gotta get out more. Last time I checked, those adorable squirrels don't hurt anything, even a crazy goon like you.
Just be quiet, you incompetent fool. I was trying to start a flashback. It was a stormy night. Thunder clapped and lightning filled the sky with light and energy. This was the energy I harnessed for my creation. He was a thing of beauty, towering above the small folk. I chained his limp body up to the ceiling and ran metal from a large spike on the roof to his heart. Lightning struck the bite, and he came alive.
Is there a bloody point to this story, or should I just knock myself out?
Yes, there is a point. Now you'll just have to be patient if that's possible for anybody like you. Now, where was I? Oh, that's right. Da da da. My creation was alive, and I named him Kim. But when the first light came into his eyes, I felt only disgust. He was a cruel beast that murdered my family and took great joy in it. Oh, fudge. Where did he go?
You'll never catch me, you bloody wanker!
Get back here!
No, freedom!
Ha! I've got you.
Oh, crumpets.
Now you'll come back with me to the lab nice and quiet, alright? Don't struggle.
You creep. You can't take me apart. I have so much to live for.
Oh, really? Like what? I'm sure the little record shop is very self-fulfilling.
I have a life outside of that, you know. I hang out with the guys, go to concerts, occasionally have a girlfriend, you know.
That's hard to believe.
I'm serious. Just last week we went to watch a concert for this American girl. It was great. She was pretty nice to talk with, too.
Uh-huh. Isn't this just a great show, Rob?
Oh, stop trying to butter me up. I'm still rather upset about Laura, you know. There, Rob. Cheer up. Just enjoy the music. Alright. If you stop badgering, then maybe I would. Good. Let's enjoy the night. Forget about everything.
Oh, look! She's done! Let's go see if we can talk to her! Hello, boys. Did you enjoy the show?
Yes, quite. You have a lovely voice, you know. Indeed, it's lovely.
Thank you. I'm glad. Do you fellas see concert often? Yeah, this bloke here owns a little record shop.
You should stop in sometime. It's a great little store. It's called Championship Records. No, it's not that great. Don't listen to them.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Maybe I will. I'll see you folks later then.
Don't you see? I have a life. I don't want to die.
You do realize that story was actually quite pointless, right?
No, it proves that I have friends.
Very well, I suppose I could find someone else to dismember.
You know, if this monster of yours is such a big deal, then I can help you catch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just thought that maybe I'd be happy if the monster was dead.
You have really bad ideas of happiness.
Yeah.
You know what makes me happy?
I really don't care what makes you happy.
Just some ice cream on a Sunday morning.
Ice
Not
cream?
even a girl. I just want to live.
Really? Ice cream at a time like this? That's all you can think about?
It's all that makes me happy.
Well, okay. I guess this is probably gonna be the end then.